the actual translation of this, according to the original Hebrew, it is better translated. And you just see that on like every other page. So really, it's the Jimmy Swaggart hates the King James Bible, but he wants you to think he likes the King James Bible, which I have corrected all the bad stuff in the King James Bible for $49.95 or $75 or however much the thing costs. So I appreciate you sending that, Eric. Barbara, thanks, Pastor Mike, for sticking to the Bible for what you preach. I'm one of those who have quietly watched your ministry for a year or more. Question. Should we be, no, I already see the end of this question, and no. Should we be reciting the Apostles' Creed or other confessionals? Are these interpretations of Scripture, sound summaries of Bible doctrine? Whether they're sound summaries of Bible doctrine or not, there's nothing more sound than Bible. And I think it's better. Number one, in the world that we live in today, I think it sends a wrong idea of what Christians are all about, because the Apostles' Creed was not written by the apostles. It wasn't written by them. It was written by somebody else saying, this is what we think the apostles said. Whether they were right or wrong or not, Barbara, I think, and where is that? There's a verse in Scripture that says this. Oh, if any man speak, let him speak as of the oracles of God. You know what that means is, I think if you're going to say something, just say it the King James way. Quote Scripture, okay? Is what I think you ought to do. But it's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. Deborah sends me an article, says something that makes you go, or no, maybe I read it wrong. Something makes you go, and it's an article, and I don't have time to pull it up right now. So send it again, Deborah, and hopefully we'll get it on. Colleen in Canada, what do you think about Apollo Caterpillar cartoon being used in Vacation Bible School? That's a new one on me. The Apollo Caterpillar. You know what? Colleen, let me tell you where my mind just jumped, okay? My mind just jumped to Joel chapter 1. You go read it, okay? Bob. Dear Pastor Mike, the woman that just wrote in about Obamacare and sterilizing under teenagers for free without parental consent, sadly, I've already warned with my daughter about it for weeks, and I was adamant and prayerful to her. Never, ever. Let's see here. Maybe he means, I think there's a word you left out, Bob. The email says, and prayerful to her, that don't never, ever, ever touch your body. I think maybe you might have... See, this is where I'm going to retranslate what you said. I think you might have meant don't ever let the government ever touch your body. Or the neighbor boy next door. Okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Stan the man wants us to pray for his mother-in-law. She was in a bad car wreck this morning. Now she is scheduled for surgery and a broken leg and arm. And, Stan, we're going to pray for you today. Everybody write this down for Stan. And I know his situation. There's a reason why I want you to pray for him and pray for his mother-in-law, okay? These are people that you ought to love. These people you ought to love. Ariel. Pastor Mike, can you address the issue of voting for the lesser evil? So many Christians want to vote for Romney just to get Obama out, and if you don't for Romney, it's a vote for Obama. I cannot tell you how to vote. I am telling you that I am sitting this one out. My one little puny little vote, my one vote does not amount to a hill of beans. And I'm telling you, and I know that the well-paid, I'm fixing to run out of time here, and I've got 5 emails left. I don't think I'll get to all of them. But anyway, my puny little vote wouldn't mean anything. But I am adamant. I am sitting this one out. I want the guy out. I want Obama out. But I want Obama out and somebody else who is better than Romney in. And I'm not going to get my way, so I'm just going to take my ball and go home. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway. Mike, love what you're doing. I really love how you're trying to use only the Bible terminology. Just a question, why do we continue to use the word version in reference to the King James Bible? Doesn't that word minimize it and lend credibility to the other versions? Just calling it the Bible or the English Bible, the KJV. I think it's a good point, Royce. And I wouldn't necessarily be too critical. I mean, we pick up these words over the span of our lifetime. And it's hard to shake loose of them, but it's always good to be mindful that sometimes we need to. Holly says, can you give me some scriptural advice about working in an ungodly place? Yeah. The company I work for is very pro-homosexual and is constantly presenting pro-homosexual programs and training. It makes me sick. Somebody's calling me on the phone. What's so important here? Hello? Uh-oh. They said am I still on? It shows that I'm broadcasting, but I don't know. We'll see here. Let me check sermon audio. And it says that I'm still on. So, but there's the music. So, I'm leaving. Okay? Oh, God bless you. I love you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you writing in today. It's been a good day of nothing but you today. And we'll see what the Lord has in store for us tomorrow and on Thursday. Appreciate you. Love you.
It's a beautiful day in this
you're the reason why I do this. Okay? You and the Lord, you're the reason. It's for you. Okay? So keep that in mind. God bless you.
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. A neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?